Servus. Welcome everybody. We're at Austria for round 10 of the 2020 GP4 Flight Championship. I am Dennis Graf, aka the Graph Remover, and today, it's better say that, I'm joined by Franco Gamba. So hello Franco, how are you doing?
Hi everyone. So I'm doing quite, let's say right. How about you, Dennis?
Yeah, I'm doing very fine indeed. Thanks. So as you can see, the weather, we will have a bit of cloud cover, but it will be dry. So yeah, let's see what the drivers can do on this track. Of course, the shortest track in lap time. Yeah, I would say.
Also,
Of course, we have one test driver here, which will be Ben Swaldinger in Alfa Romeo in place of Andrea Federi. So yeah,
and also a bit of surprise in a car. So you will see in a bit what it is.
yeah.
So there we go. Loading screen, uploading, and sadly we are starting that. I have to commentate from the iPad because live stream isn't working. So there we go. We're seeing the screen. So Charles Phil Cupok. And
Here we have the Red
now
Bull.
here we go. Red Bull is black and white. I'll explain the reason. It is because recently, exactly yesterday, Miklos' stepdad has sadly passed away way too soon. And I agreed with Miklos that we would have made, let's say, a special tribute for him, and it is quite a tough situation for him, and we will race this week in the honor of his stepdad. But now, let's concentrate on the track. So Daniel Fraser is the first one on track. So far, Daniel Fraser is having quite a stinker of a season, so not good
Yeah, indeed.
at the moment. And there we go. We are seeing now the special Red Bull livery, which also looks quite good. Let's say, I hope that it won't be the classic livery that get the curse in the race. Let's see. So only time will tell.
Yeah, Red Bull, of course, winning the last race with Miklos Gall, of course, the French Grand Prix. So finally, the victory they wanted. And here we go with Fraser on his first lap of this practice session.
Yeah, let's say that finally Red Bull has won a race, and it has been finally because they would have won probably at the start of the season as well. Maybe in China when Franco Gamba was leading the race with a strategy that at the end has been quite a disaster and has quite, let's say, if I can say, I hope video doesn't get demonetized, screwed by the tires at the end. So yeah, let's say that Red Bull hasn't been the best in terms of strategies this season. Let's see if in their home track they will do well. So we're now seeing the championship leader Franco Lopez is actually doing an amazing season once again. Last race probably he has been lucky, let's say, because in a crash in turn one with Franco Lopez, he was involved as well, but only Lopez resulted to have damage. And now we're seeing Lopez.
Lopez collided with Lopez. I think you mean Amarcar.
Right, Lopez collided with Armor Car last race, and he was lucky to continue. And now he's leading with a comfortable gap to the others. And also, as Joe is saying, everyone who hasn't signed up yet for the top tier, for the Formula One sign-ups, time for doing it this week, as it is open, as they are open since from Sunday from Sunday evening, and they will be open till Sunday at 10 p.m. GMT. So you have all the time for that. As now we are seeing Dan Fraser so far in 15th place. Let's see if us finally can do something better here. It was quite very. Oh, sorry, Saturday. Saturday, as Joe said. Yeah, Saturday 10 p.m. GMT. Sorry, guys. And yeah, we're now seeing also Joe Willows overtook an Alfa Romeo. He's not improving, of course, as the Alfa Romeo has probably slowing down a little bit. Now we're seeing Lopez, who is still improving, and yes, he's still improving a bit. At the moment, at the top, we have Lopez with half a second faster of Nicolas Gall and Franco Gami in fourth, and Lopez improved by 8,000. So yeah, he has improved a little bit.
Yes.
And
he got damaged.
Oh,
to avoid the wall.
At least he has made it into the pits. In the past, he
without even more damage.
Yeah, in the past, I think he would have crashed into the wall at pit entry. Now that he has made into pits, it's a sign that
it broke on the curve there.
That the setup damage for the pit entry has been fixed quite a lot, and yeah, so you can see as
also the tire compound will be the soft tires, as you can see,
and it will be an interesting race. It will be an interesting race, I think, because with soft tires, degradation I think will be very, very high. So I think we might see a race of two or three stops, or Roberts as well as locked up. And yeah, I think 2 or 3 stops probably is a strategy. Maybe 2 because the track is short and the opportunities overtakes here at Red Bull Ring are quite few. And yeah, 1 stop here is not recommended. So I think that, of course, Red Bull will put somehow one of his 2 drivers on 1 stop, surely. But yeah, hope anyone doesn't get that strategy. At a moment in time, I'm surprised by the pace of Benz Waldinger so far in 12th position.
P11 actually.
Sorry, 11.
Impressive stuff.
Yeah, that doesn't stuff at the moment. And yeah, let's say Alfa Romeo is having a similar season to 2019, maybe with Gomez, as it is an up and down. Last few races, Lopez has been quite far, and in some races, Gomez is good. So inconsistency at its best. Maybe Federi has been a little bit better in terms of consistency, but of course, yeah, Alfa Romeo, it's clear that he's quite slower compared to 2019. As now we are seeing one of the Alfa Romeo, and it is Benz Waldinger. And yeah, let's hope that Alfa Romeo actually improves a little bit, or that they can stay in 8th place in the standings, as it is probably the real target for them this season. And now we're seeing the Rossa close to improving just a little bit off the pace, and now Waldinger can't overtake those damn Mercedes engines car, and the Rossa doesn't improve. Yeah, indeed. Wait a moment, guys, because I have a bit of luck, so I return in a bit. Dennis, you can, of course, still commentate.
Yep. The slower chunk improves to go up to P5. Quite good.
There we go.
Left from driver. You know, was last race at Le Castellet, Ferrari. What a disaster.
Yeah. Let's say that they're quite. They can't they can't go away far from each other. So one car spun,
Yeah.
one car had to crash into to other car. They are quite they can't separate each other. So yeah, let's see that Ferrari is quite, of course, yeah, it was expected that they would have been quite bad this season, but yeah, let's say that with those crashes, probably I think they have been probably a possibility to be in the top five in the top team standings coming to this week. So yeah, let's say that this week is an important moment for them to for a redemption of the last few races that has been quite difficult. Let's say that in Monaco, if Laura Chang hasn't crashed, they would have probably got big points in Monaco, as it is in Baku when Roberto Gamba crashed into the wall at Taiwan, and Roberto Gamba was in a good position. As meanwhile, Amelia Wilson has gone wide here, and Waldinger is overtaking Gomez, and he has done it. And yeah, let's say that also, of course, Paul Ricard has been quite, yeah, as we saw, it isn't even the fault of them, as sadly Jiri mentioned it a lot of times. It is the classic bug at turn one at Paul Ricard. So yeah, some trucks sadly are quite difficult to fix. But as now we're seeing the special Red Bull livery, black and white Red Bull, quite a unique edition, to be honest. And Frank Gamba is coming into the box in this lap. Finally, also I have a good quality streaming, so I can see it all. Felix
Sontag's off again. No, he spins.
He's off again, and he spins, and he was improving quite a lot. So I think he would have been probably P15 surely. But yeah, of course. I think that he has quite a bit of setup difficulties this week. So there we go. Yeah, Sontag has rejoined now and is into the straight, and Sontag, of course, doesn't improve. I think now his tires are a bit squared as well with the spinning. So yeah, let's say that it is a bit of shame. And now we're seeing Rosetta Martinez. Rosetta Martinez is quite.
Now we're seeing
having a lot of.
We got damage.
Damage.
Got over the
Fraser
curb.
as well. Hit the curb at the exit of turn 7. Here, he has gone wide. It's sausage curb, and yeah, part of the front wing went off, and he'll have to pit. Of no one hit him when he'll going to the pit entry. Nobody luckily won't hit him as he's coming into the box. Of course, the lap of Joe Willows has been ruined by him rejoining into the box. And yeah, also, so I was talking about Rosetta Martinez. He's actually having a very bad season. It seems like that every season one driver at Manor has to be cursed. I mean, two seasons ago it was, or it has been to be cursed, or the driver has to do bad. Let's say that two seasons ago it was with Jones. Last season it was with Titkoff, even if it doesn't seem. And this season is Martinez, as he's actually having a stinker of a season, and he hasn't completed even half of the laps of the whole season. So let's say that he's doing a quite bad season, but let's see if in the second half he will be better. Also, with the new team Lamborghini, it's going to be interesting who will be their driver. Maybe it will be him. joining there or someone else. Let's see. I think that for sure we were doing. Oh, no, Cupok and the As had a bit of confusing situation. Luckily, everything solved. It was Kirby actually because Fraser is repairing
Gomez improves.
and yeah, Gomez improves ahead of Daniel Fraser
Sonntag
and
improves.
Chris Chatfield is
Galloway up to P5.
the way up to P5. Yeah, let's say that at the moment it seems that Red Bull and Mercedes are on a good form to be contenders of first and second row. Maybe more Mercedes on front row, and than Red Bull. But let's see. At the moment, Lopez has been quite dominant in terms of gap. Speed Euros improves, but at the moment McLaren
goes to P5.
And yeah, Byrne goes P5. So let's see if Renault this week can actually get a better form. Last two races for Renault has been quite not that great. Maybe, yeah, let's say Baku it was a disaster with the strategy and also the result at the end. Let's say that
also qualifying.
Yeah, also qualifying has been in the qualifying. It will be crucial for them, as now we're seeing Griffiths overtaking both the As of the Kirby and the AlphaTauri of David Cupok, who's actually having finally a good season at the moment. At this moment in time, he has gotten 9 races. In 9 races, he has reached. He has scored more points that he scored in the entire 2019. So at a moment in time, it is a good season for him. Let's say I thought that at the start it was Chatfield to be the front runner at AlphaTauri, but at the moment it is the opposite way. So it is a little bit better Cupok than Chatfield, who's a bit far at the moment in terms of pace, but not far as he was in the first races. Let's say that in the first races he has actually struggled a lot. For example, the elimination talking about off the pace, Dudu Kirby goes off the track in turn 1 here, and now we're seeing Gomez overtaking the As of the AlphaTauri of David Cupok. So yeah. Let's say, also Joe said that we are a bit behind. Don't know actually. Now it is going a little bit better.
Related.
Yeah, let's say down. Now it's Oh well. Or Dennis, are right.
Goes fourth. Chang improves.
It will help. Yeah, Laura Chang is quite a difficult situation for her. Let's say that she had quite, as Joe would say, a shaky season. If Joe actually can let me say that. Of course, it is a Joe reference, so I'll use it. And yeah, at the moment, she's quite far from top 10 the standings. But not that far. So yeah, let's see if she can improve. Oh, you haven't trademarked it, so okay, right. So I'll use this term every time when I can, without mentioning you. It's Boom that is the copyright of Joe Wheeler. So yeah. All right. So let's see if Laura Chang can recover a bit her great form of 2019. Even if in this car it's quite difficult, of course. But let's see if he can actually bring a masterclass like she did in Baku when she finished P4. even ahead of a better car of George Roque on identical strategy.
Yep.
So let's see. So
And of course,
now
she had
we're
that amazing overtake.
the amazing overtake around the side at turn 4 in Baku has been quite probably. I think it will be one of the moves of the season probably. As now we're seeing
I think
Sontag. Yeah, as now we're seeing Felix Sontag, who has been a star in Baku in his 199th race. Sadly, his 200th race hasn't been that successful as he was taken out by Daniel Fraser at turn 3 last week. So
off lap 1. Yeah,
said,
it was
yeah,
very short 200 race.
It was very, very short, and also the qualifying has been quite a disaster for him. Let's see if he can do better this week.
It was a Prus.
Who's improved to P10. I think I think that Sontag in Baku, even if it was if he was helped by the strategy, he has done quite an amazing defense on Joe Willows and also an amazing race, finishing P6 with the Williams is quite a big achievement, especially in these Williams, because it is better than 2019's one, but still it is very far from top 10. So let's say that last season it was more of a masterclass, because Williams, it was known that they were very, very slow, but this season they are joined a bit with Haas and Manor as well. So it is quite an interesting battle at the back. Also, Felix Sontag this season has joined in Q2 multiple times. So Williams has definitely upped their pace since 2019. So let's see if they can still keep the form around the second half of the season. As now we're seeing also Roland Motion. And Roland Motion has been quite, let's say the surprise at the moment of the season. Because, in China, let's forget what has happened, because he was going to win the race. And sadly, because of a tire that was in the middle of the track, he has been involved hitting the tire, and he was forced to retire when he was leading the race.
It was the tire.
Was it the tire? Oh yeah.
It was Dudo Kirby who parked his car, bounced back onto the track and hit him.
Oh right. Yeah, it was Dudo's car bounced into the track. Thank you for reminding that. I was forgetting. So anyway, it was quite unlucky. So he would have won that race. But after that, he has scored 2 more podiums, and let's say that he's doing quite great. Last race has been. He has been. Let's say he was in. Meanwhile, Carl second. Let's say that last race he would have probably competed for a possible podium, maybe, because his strategy was originally a 2-stop, but sadly in lap 3, or at least in the first few laps, he was involved in a crash with Evan Byrne, who then actually managed to continue the race. As we speak of, Roland Motion is improving on P5. And Evan Byrne actually did a good race also, good recovery on P8 last week. As now we're seeing also the AlphaTauri of David Kupak. Let's say that also the star of last week was Hiroshima Di Rosa, who finally scored a podium, I would say, in a more legitimate way, because Monaco in 2018, it was quite a lucky podium, because in Monaco you can't overtake. Even if you have a tank, it's impossible to overtake. or even if you have a go-kart, it's impossible to overtake. Yeah, let's say that it was lucky there, but last week it was a very, very legit podium. So well done to him for his second podium of his career. And meanwhile, the Red Bull goes a little bit wide with a lock-up with Franco Gamba. And yeah, as Joe is mentioning, Mochen's gap behind Lopez is the devil's number. And yeah, let's hope he won't actually be the devil crashing into everyone in the race. And now we're seeing Jamie Griffiths, who is going probably wide. He has gone a little bit wide, but not that wide as Dudu Kirby, for example, did at the start of the session. 7 minutes to the end of the session, and now we're seeing him at turn 3 with Q-Puck behind, going to box at that moment. Quite a disappointing session for him. Luckily for him, it is only practice and it isn't the actual qualifying, so not a serious session at the moment. A session of, let's say, a warm-up, let's call it, for drivers.
You also improves, but stays in 13th.
Stays in 13th, yeah. Let's say that at the moment in time, it hasn't been a good session for Kiro. As now we are seeing Jamie Griffiths with Q-Puck trying to overtake him, but at the same time going onto the pit entry and pitting. And Benz, it has been quite a decent session for you at a moment in time. P14, let's say that is probably the ideal place for a back marker car, low back marker car. And you could be probably very satisfied after the race. And also, behind Sontag. And also yesterday, probably I think that Pence has done well in GP2 in qualifying. So I think that maybe that qualifying has given him the boost to drive well in the practice as well. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows really? Who knows?
That's now the Rosa and inside of Fraser going wide, and probably us can't do turn 1 correctly as they are going always wide. And of course, Miklos Gal now around the outside. Holy man, he has gone around the outside, and he wasn't even backed up. Yeah, it is rare to see an overtake like that. I think that means that Az is very far this season. So finger crossed for Daniel and Dudu. And also I can say now that Dudu Kirby won't be on 2021 grid, as JP has actually revealed. JP, his brother, JP Kirby, has revealed that Dudu won't sign up for 2021 season. So for sure we will see a new driver at Haas, maybe 2 if they don't retain Daniel Fraser as well. But overall it will be an interesting sign-ups in 2021 because it will be the first time that we will see. We won't know the actual performances. It will be all random. So, for example, the car we are seeing now, the Mercedes, now the fastest. Chunk P5, good block by her. The Mercedes we are now seeing could be a fastest, maybe, with a random performance. It will be all a key. We will discover everything. We will discover everything next season. So, and there we go. As you mentioned, Sontag has gone wide, and of course, cut past him. There we go. Sadly, I have a little bit of lag still on my stream, but it isn't bad as it was at the start of the session.
Oh, Motian goes 5th.
And now Mochan goes b5. Luckily, he isn't the devil anymore. As now we're seeing Kiro Di Rosa with Amelia Wilson, I think. Yeah, yellow onboard camera. So Amelia Wilson ahead of Kiro Di Rosa with the Red Bull of think it is Miklos Gal, because behind there's the other Asa of Fraser that has been overtaken last lap by Gal around the outside, turn 3. And yeah, let's say also Amelia Wilson last race has done quite well with the P11 and best of the back markers. Probably even if all the back markers would have finished the race, she was going to be still the best of the back markers. So, and in a manner, so which is a great result for her. And I think she has surprised me a little bit this season at the moment in time. I think, the standings sadly sees her still with 0 points, but ahead of his teammate, and also to us, I mean, is quite the minimal requested. We know that Manor wouldn't have been that great this season, so I think she's doing a great job at the moment. So yeah, we're now seeing, Miklos Gal going to overtake Amelia at turn 6, rare spot in which driver overtakes cars. They all overtake cars probably for lapping them, but
Yeah, because the line doesn't improve. Seems like either the tires are a bit worn, or he has a bit more fuel. Franco is still here.
as now suddenly there we go. Now it's better. Yeah, now we can see Joe Willows going into the onto straight, and no, won't improve.
Yes,
David
Franco
Kupot
Lopez
doesn't improve, stays in 16th place. Frank Lopez starting his second last lap because there's still time. Ben Swaldinger stays in 14th. Good session by him overall.
Carpets
doesn't improve.
Sonntag doesn't improve.
Doesn't improve.
Yes,
Roberto Gamba comes into the pits.
Gomez, I think 7/10 off.
Isn't improving, and it will be his last lap. I think the last one to have crossed the line was.
It's not over yet.
I think there's still a few cars. Sadly, we are a lot behind. I know, Joe. Sadly, I don't know what is happening. I'm actually seeing the stream from the iPad and just way ahead. Yeah, sorry guys for the fact that we are behind. But I was talking about Joe, the fact that he was saying that it is a situation that now I will try to fix for qualifying. So luckily there's alternative to see anyway the stream, so I can commentate it from TV. As
Lopez close.
Lopez. And now we're seeing Baldinger, and Baldinger doesn't improve.
I think Martinez will be the last to cross the line.
And I think yes, Martinez will be the last driver to cross the line. Sonntag, from Sonntag onwards, checkered flag. We're now seeing Gomez going into the pit lane. 17th, not a good session by him. Gal is off the pace at the moment, and most likely he won't improve. There we go. We're nearly a second off. And now
Wilson doesn't improve.
Wilson doesn't improve. She doesn't improve. And now we're seeing Jamie Griffiths going on through straight, and yeah, he's ways off the pace.
Yeah, 2.5 seconds off. Here's David Kubok approaching the line. Doesn't seems like he will improve. Yes, yes. Lopez
Not
again.
a good session by David Kubok. Lopez doesn't improve for a bit. Let's say it was a good lap by Lopez.
Yeah.
Now we're seeing Vance Waldinger. Good job by Vance Waldinger overall.
Martinez pits, so that's practice done. We have Franco Lopez, head of Amakan, Miklos Gar third. So yeah, what do you think about the session, Franco?
I think that we have seen, Mercedes are always there, fastest. But Red Bull seems more close than they were last few races. I mean, last week they were the fastest, of course, in qualifying. But in general, compared to the start of the season where Red Bull actually had to compete with Racing Point or Renault for the second row, this time they can easily lock up the second row if they don't mess up. So from P5 onwards, I see, not a clear situation. It seems that it is between Racing Points, Renaults, maybe McLaren and Ferrari. So who knows? We should see quite an exciting qualifying.